Six out of our last 7. Let's go. Let's go for the home team, the Washington Commanders. Your Washington Commanders just beat the Atlanta Falcons 19-13 out there at FedEx Field in rainy conditions. We prevailed. Our running game, Brian Robinson, 105 yards on the ground, a career high for him. And Tony Gibson did some good things in the running game. Taylor Heineke didn't need to do too much, although he had 2 touchdowns through the air. The defense, once again, played lights out and definitely helped us a lot at the end of the game in terms of pulling out the W. But Abdullah, what are your thoughts, man? We're 6 out of the last 7.
I know, like, it comes ugly for this team, but when you win, you got to take it, especially in this league. No Chase Young. I think coming into this game, we all expected, like, us to win. But the way it ended, it was very crazy. They always find a way to rip our hearts out, put it back in, rip it out, put it back in multiple times throughout a game. But what a play by Daron Payne, tipping the ball. And Kendall Fuller, the former Hokie himself, with the interception. I mean, we got to pay Daron Payne this offseason. We talk about it a lot. But a great team win, and this defense just keeps on balling. And hopefully Ben St. Juice and Chase Young comes back, will be good. I know. 7-5.
7-5, bro. 7-5. We're not a decent team. We are a better than decent. We are a solid team. We are a playoff contending team right now. Yeah, bro. I'm excited. We were down and out 1-4, talking about I'm gonna admit it. We're talking about we consider firing Ron, get rid of everybody. But since then we've gone 6-1. 6-1. What a way to turn it around. The defense has been the biggest reason why. Daron Payne. I promise you, bro, towards the end of the game, when the Falcons were at the 6-yard line, 7-yard line, first and goal, I thought to myself, here we go again. Here we go again. This is a game, even this season. Right? I'm not talking about past seasons, here we go again. I'm talking about this season when, we've had a chance. The Vikings game, for example, had a chance. We're up. We're pretty much maybe not dominating the entire game, but we should have won this game, right? Up until that point. And we had the game in our grasp, and I thought, here we go again. We're going to let it go. We're going to let it go once again. We're going to let the Falcons win a game where they have no reason of winning. And Daron Payne, give that man a contract. Give that man a new contract. He has earned it. I know some of you, even me, going into the season, I was like, okay, if Daron Payne plays well this season, is this more about Payne or is this more about him going into a contract year? Does he feel like he needs to ball out more because he's up for new money after this season? And maybe after this season, once he gets the money, he'll be more complacent, yada, yada, yada. But no, with the way Daron Payne's playing right now, he's a Pro Bowler, honestly. This guy is lights out right now. Him and Jonathan Allen, bro, you could tell they're brothers, bro. You could tell just the way they interact on the field. That's a special duo right there with Payne and Allen. That's a special duo. Montez Sweat towards the end of the game. Yeah. Montez Sweat towards the end of the game started to turn things up with a sack, and I don't know, it just looks like he's having more fun out there on the field. This is all without Chase Young. The guy who all of us thought was going to play today. Apparently he had an illness or something.
Yeah, and I think because it was wet too, probably that factored in,
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's smart, but I don't know when we're going to see Chase Young, if we're going to see him at all. But regardless, our defense is still cooking without him. Kendall Fuller. Can we get Kendall Fuller? Remember in the offseason when we were talking about how Kendall Fuller was a top 5 cornerback in football, and everyone's like, oh, PFF ratings, Nazi, you shouldn't have put too much stock in them. Oh, he gives up a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. I think it just took William Jackson III to get off this team to really show you guys how Kendall Fuller is an elite safety in this league. I didn't stutter. I said elite safety in this league. He plays very well. Yes, I did not stutter, Abdullah. Elite safety in this league. He plays, yes. He's an elite safety in this league. I mean, I get it. Nobody cares, but go look at Madden. Go look at all these rankings of top cornerbacks in the league. He's playing very well right now. He's playing very well. Okay, if he's not elite, then he's a very solid corner. He's definitely a bona fide starting quarterback in this league. And we also did this without Benjamin St. Juice.
Yep.
Who, there are times when he's the best corner on this team, in terms of how he plays and stuff. So hopefully this is just a short absence from Benjamin St-Juste. Hopefully he's ready for next week, especially because we're playing the Giants. And we might need him, even with the Giants not having the best of pass catching options out there. But you never know, it's still Danny Dimes, it's still the Commander, it's still Washington. Danny Dimes, Washington, we all know how that's played out last couple of years. Yeah. Although this defense has definitely turned it on since the early times of Daniel Jones versus our team. But yeah, man, I'm excited. We're 7-5.
Okay, so now that we talk about winning and all, we gotta talk about it. Atlanta was running the ball down our throats. Some read options.
They're a good rushing team, bro.
Yeah, they are a good rushing team. But defensively, I thought we gotten better with defending mobile QBs. But this game kind of took me flashbacks for last year and even this year earlier on in the season where we just don't know how to defend the read option and spamming the read option. Yep, Kendall Fuller comes alive second half of the season.
Every time.
But yeah. I just think that, man, I mean, he's got to do a better job on that. It was crazy because we were running the ball down their throat and they were just doing the same thing to us.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, though, we held Mariota 174 yards to the air. I mean, the only way the Falcons were going to even score points in this game, let's be honest, was through their rushing game. Ironically enough, the one touchdown that they scored was a passing touchdown. I get that. I really do, guys. But the Falcons are a rushing team. They're a rushing team. If their rushing game is strong in the game, they're going to stay in it. If they're not, they're going to fall flat, and they're probably going to get blown out. That's just the way the Falcons are built right now. And I think they knew that, acquiring Marcus Mariota to be their QB1. And, yeah, I mean, I get it. We gave up way too many, especially at the end of the game, when I thought we were going to lose it. Just the way that they were running the ball down the field. Cordero Patterson got involved as well. A good running back. I hope people actually give this man his props because he's a good running back. I know everybody likes to, he was a wide receiver, kick return. What is he? He's a solid running back in this league. Yes. Well, I don't know about special. Hold on. See,
versatile. You call it Kendall Fuller and I say Cordero Patterson. Come on, man.
Yes, I think it's better. I think it's more fair to say Kendall Fuller is elite than to say Cordero Patterson is special. He's not special. He's versatile. I agree with you.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like a J.D. McKissick. He's versatile, but he's not special, right? Oh, do a little freeze.
Oh man, wait, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. Man, see, my internet's bugging out because they think you're wrong. Cordero Patterson is versatile, meaning he is special.
No, you can be versatile. J.D. McKissick isn't special. He's versatile.
Bro, J.D. McKissick doesn't do anything compared to what Cordero Patterson does. Catches the ball in the backfield, runs it, kick returns, punt returns. Come on. He literally just broke the record.
Well, if they put J.D. McKissick out there on the return duties, then I think
he'll probably slip at the 5-yard line, especially at FedEx Field.
I'm actually surprised it took this long for fans to realize that J.D. McKissick has always slipped out there on the field. I'm talking about since 2020. I'm talking about since COVID year, 2020. This man has literally always slept when he's running the ball. I don't know what it is. His cleats, his run. I guess it's just his running style because he's so twitchy, I guess is the word. But I don't know. Yeah, I can't believe it either, Roger. But we're 7-5.
This is the first time 2 games over 500 with Ron Rivera,
2016.
Right?
Yep, since 2016 with Kirk Cousins and Jay Gruden.
Wow.
Yep. 2 games over 500.
That is insane.
Yes, sir. Our boy Corey on the Warpath, always having lit streams. I'm sorry, bro. I can't make it, but his streams are top.
I always go, yeah.
If I go to an in-game stream, I go to Corey's. His streams are really good. His reactions, everything. Go support our boy Corey. Longtime supporter of our channel. I think the first supporter of our channel, really. But yeah, Corey. This is awesome. 7-5. We're still it's crazy.
I know.
We're still last place in this division.
Yeah.
At 7-5. You did. Shout out to Corey. Sure. We're still in last place in this division.
I know. But I think the way New York's kind of falling down,
I think we're going up the Giants. Yeah. Although we'll see. Hopefully we get this W on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I believe at New York. So you'll be right here, a couple of miles down south, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Now I'm repping the Commanders all week, bro. I did the same thing last week. I don't care. This is New York Giants country mostly, And I'm repping this team, the Commanders, no matter what. Let's talk about this guy. My favorite pick in the draft.
Ryan Robinson.
Ryan Robinson. The guy I started in fantasy this week.
Machine.
Career high, 105 yards on the ground. Not only that, he also had a receiving touchdown. I believe it was 20 yards through the air, 2 catches.
Around, I think less than 20, yeah, around that.
Something like that. Yeah, 2 catches, 20 yards, 1 touchdown through the air. 105 yards on 18 carries. So it wasn't like they were feeding him 30, 35 carries to get to that mark. 5.8 on the ground per average. He played well. This is his best game in his career. Bro, Commanders, listen to me, please. Listen to me. Feed Brian Robinson the ball. Just feed him the ball. He's getting better as the games go along. It's his time. I get it. Antonio Gibson is a great guy. I like how they're using Antonio Gibson right now. They're using him more as a pass catcher, sometimes as a guy
so long
in between the tackles, but more so as a pass catcher, which is what us fans have been saying since really 2020. But yeah, Brian Robinson was playing smash mouth football, and it's not always going to work. We did play the Falcons, but I'm not saying Falcons in terms of like they're a terrible team overall. I'm talking about the rush defense, right? The defense overall. We did play the Falcons defense. So we got to keep that in mind in terms of Brian Robinson and his output today. But regardless, he played very well. I'm super excited for him. I have been saying favorite pick in the draft since day one. And roll Tide, right? First off, roll Tide. And second off, yeah, I still think he's going to be a really good player for us. Everything that happened in the offseason for him, that's long ago.
Yeah.
He is in a completely new chapter of his journey, of his career journey, of his life journey. And I'm just super excited for him, bro. I love seeing him ball out there on the field.
It's just him trucking dudes, carrying dudes. You just love to see it. It's hard smash mouth football we haven't seen in so long. And fingers crossed, he hasn't fumbled, I'm pretty sure. So
he
didn't fumble at Alabama either. So it's crazy.
Yeah, Antonio Gibson, I don't think has fumbled either.
Yeah,
although we shouldn't be putting these things out there. Yeah, we shouldn't be putting these things out there. But yeah, I'm looking at the Falcons stats. I mean, nobody wowed you except maybe Olamide Zaccheaus, who I believe actually played for
that
UVA.
one big play because of Zaccheaus because we thought Mariota was down, but Daron Payne missed him and he got up.
Yeah, he missed him.
I was like, that's such a Washington play for that to happen. It just,
yeah, but it was also not a Washington of pre-2020 to see them bounce back. That defense bounce back like at the end of that game. Daron Payne, again, I cannot express enough how monster that tip was, bro. And like you could tell, Cordero Patterson was also in the area that potentially could have been a touchdown, receiving touchdown. But now Kendall Fuller, the adjustment that he made, bro, the adjustment. I do want to say I always enjoy how Jay has Josh Norman as his profile picture.
Yeah,
that's like the beginning of his fandom and stuff, but it's still dope. Appreciate you for joining the chat. And yeah, I mean, hail to the Washington Commanders, bro. Hail to the Washington Commanders.
I think we got to talk about Taylor now.
I was about to, bro, you literally read my mind. It was going to be a perfect segue. I was going to say, hail to the Washington Commanders. But speaking of hail, Redskins players of old, Sean Taylor, the legendary Sean Taylor. What was that?
The thing is, like, if we lost today, I would have been ranting a lot about the loss and this, but I think it's
especially with the way we would have lost, right? Right? When you think about it.
So you're telling me this statue, I don't even know if it was a statue or not. The guy has his soccer cleats on, Nike, like it's literally a mannequin with a jersey. And you're telling me that's what it is? You unveil to the fans? That is so disrespectful, and it's even close to as worse what happened last year when the family were taking pictures at the porta potties and Jackson Mahomes dancing on Sean Taylor's number. It's just again and again they find a way to botch this. You just don't like. I know you're winning on the field, but it's so simple yet so difficult for this organization. And I can't wait for Dan when he sells his team, bro. It's just. I'm tired of this, bro. And then, of course, the media is going to troll us on social media instead of focusing on the game which we won. It's embarrassing, man.
Are we going to blame Dan for this, though? When it's more so the front office, and I hate to say it because there's some people in the front office that I am fond of, but, like, come on. Like, what is this, guys? What is this?
Excuse me.
What is this? Bro, literally, the NFL okay, I think it does feel better, though, when the NFL is lapping us when we're actually a good team, right? Compared to when we're a bad. It just the two factors, right? Lack of winning. It's a lot on the head. But the NFL's laughing at us yet again. Even if that's a memorial, what kind of memorial? Like, I've never seen a memorial that's a mannequin, bro.
So stupid.
Like, this is like the kind of mannequins you see at the mall, bro. Like the ones that you try to, like, if their hands are out and stuff, you try to, like, bro, like, what is going on?
What I'm saying. It's Sean Taylor.
That's what I'm saying. Steven has hit the nail on its head. You can't blame Snyder. How are you gonna? You think Snyder was like, we're gonna do exactly this? We're gonna have this? Like,
it's just like another thing that's under his regime, and he just got him.
I mean, that's true. That is true. But, like, come on, bro. What was that?
Unbelievable.
How are we disrespecting this family yet again, bro? For everything they've done for us, bro. I literally have Sean Taylor as my laptop wallpaper, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? At the end of the day, I still think we made him more proud with the W and the way the team fought. Also, let's talk about it. Coach Rivera, with the way he's led this team to wins, the way they've won the last 6 out of 7 games, despite all the circus that goes around this franchise, bro. It's like stuff like this that makes you think, like, I mean, he was the perfect man for the job the last 2-3 seasons, honestly. I'm not saying he's going to be the guy that leads us to a championship one day. I think there was even some fans out there who were like, he's probably going to be like the intermediate guy. He's going to be the guy that manages the team amidst all the turmoil and stuff, and maybe we might get someone down the line. I don't know. Maybe he might be that guy who wins the championship. I don't know. All I know is that he's been perfect to deal, at least on this aspect, to deal with all the chaos that constantly surrounds this team. I'll say that for sure.
No, I mean, as much as I went after him as a leader of men,
same, I did too.
Like,
as a leader, he's never been
bad. Yeah, I agree. It's just like, I remember that one stat where it said that Jake Gruden had a higher winning percentage here as a coach compared to Ron, and it kept adding on, but it's definitely turned it around. And you just got to give him respect, especially with his mom passing away. The man had cancer. It's just the whole circus show in the front office, the ownership always in the news. Got to give him his props, man.
Yeah, bro. Not even cost much for a team that's going for $7 billion. I don't want to hear about no cost for this team, Roger. This is a great point. Like, you could have built a bronze statue. Like, what are we doing? Even if it wasn't a statue, there's no way anybody would conceivably think that's a memorial, bro. I'm sorry. That just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't.
They didn't even put any tape on the helmet.
I know the simple things that can't get right. The simple things that can't. It's not even. It's just. I don't negligence. I don't know what you want to call it. It's terrible.
Stupidity. Yeah.
At the end of the day, though, this is what matters most. Great win to pull it out the way they did. Maybe again they got a little lucky with that running to the kicker, but like at the end of the day, they still would have 40 seconds left, no timeouts. With the way this defense was playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a mannequin.
Yeah,
a mannequin
for Sean Taylor.
Look at what this. Rest in peace. Look at what this organization is doing, man. We just won. We're 7-5. We have a chance to win. I mean, I think the next game is the game of the season for us, right? Mm-hmm. We're gonna be honest. I know the Eagles win. That was amazing and stuff. I'm talking about like implications on the line. I think the Giants game next week might be huge, or might be. It will be huge. But like, we should not be had to talk about all this with this whole fiasco around the mannequin and all that. But it's crazy, bro.
Yep, that's what it is. As soon as we think we're getting out of that hole, we just find a way to dug ourselves back in.
I will say all this the Sean Taylor memorial like merchandise at the that his daughter like designed and everything. It's fire. It's definitely fire. If I get a little bit of money, hopefully I can get one of these. But yeah, I'm excited, bro. At the end of the day, we won. We're 7-5. 7-5. We beat Chicago, as George Carmen just
pointed out. 1-4 at one point.
I know. 1-4. 1-4. Now we're 7-5. Think about that, guys. Think about that turnaround.
But how much
we went from a team that
false hope. Well, how much of it goes back to false hope, though? I mean, we've seen this before. Do you think
this isn't false hope?
It's different
This
now.
isn't false hope. This defense is one of the best in the league right now, bro. I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks. I think it's cemented its status as one of the best defenses in the league right now, if not the best, with the way they've been playing. And if we get Chase Young back, I think it's only going to elevate us even more. I'm not saying he's going to go out there and give you a lot of sacks, but at least he's going to be a force in the rush stopping game or run stopping game, which might help us in a game like this where we gave up a ton of yards on the ground. Again, we don't know if we're ever going to see Chase Young this season. We don't know. We really don't. At this point, everybody keeps saying, oh, maybe next week, oh, maybe after the bye. Honestly, it's like, for me, it's a 50-50 at best that we see Chase Young. Like, it really is. I don't know what to expect. I'm not even going into the weeks now. Abdullah, I think you should do the same. I'm not even going to games now thinking, oh, this might be the game that Chase Young comes back. Go into the game, fans, thinking that he's not going to be at the game or he's not going to be playing in the game, and just expect the team as is, okay? Don't expect it with Chase Young. Chase Young is like the cherry on top, right? Right? We do want to see him back, but like at this point, it's just too much. It's too much of a strain, honestly, like on us fans to just say, oh, Chase Young is going to be back next week or the week after that. Oh, like he's coming. Like it's just too much. It's too much. But yeah, the Giants games will be huge. Got the Giants next week, then a bye, then the Giants after the bye, right after the bye. Then we have, I think, the 49ers. That's going to be a big game. I think the 40. I said this in our chat. I think the 49ers. Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, they didn't play today. I think the 49ers are low-key a Super Bowl team.
Oh yeah, I agree too. Yeah.
I love their roster even before McCaffrey, but now, like, I'm talking about healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now McCaffrey, with all the weapons, Debo, Trent Williams, best left tackle in the league, George Kittle, arguably best tight end, Ayuk. That defense is always humming.
Mm-hmm. I
mean, Jimmy Garoppolo. Also, one of my friends actually told me about this earlier in the week because I had like my own conception of perception of Jimmy Garoppolo. He's sort of like a decent guy, but he's not going to. Have you seen his stats this year, Abdullah?
Pretty good, actually.
Like he's actually playing pretty well.
Yeah,
he's actually playing pretty well this year, and good enough to like lead this team to win, not have this team win despite him, I should say, right? Like in seasons past. Like he's playing pretty well. But yeah, we have 49ers. I think it's the Browns after that.
Right? I think the Browns game, if they're losing, I don't think there's any point in them playing Deshaun Watson, honestly. But we'll see.
That is a good point. Actually, but if I'm the Browns, I kind of want to see what
see him out there,
games out of this to shake off the rust, honestly, after almost 2 seasons of not seeing him play out there on the field. And then the Cowboys game.
That might be huge.
Who knows? Cowboys could be resting their starters. I don't know.
Maybe.
With the way this division is playing, though, I don't know if they will, honestly. But yeah, that's their final 5 games of the regular season. This is going to be a tight race for sure. We are 7-5. Rejoice, fans. Like, when have we been 7-5 after Thanksgiving? It's been a long, long time, since 2016, I believe it was, when we've been 2 games over 500 at this point in the season. So I'm excited, bro. And any last things that we want to talk about?
I think I wanted to get back into Taylor's performance with the interception. I don't know what he was looking at. It was like before halftime. Again, he's always due for one, usually at the end of games, and comes back from it. But the touchdown to Brian Robinson, that was good.
I don't know if he always comes back from it. I know. I agree with the first part of what you said. Always expects one at the end of games.
But John Bates had a touchdown. That was nice to see our tight ends eat. One thing I will say is Scott Turner sometimes maybe commits to the run too much. It's kind of calling again, 3rd and 1 rollout. What are you doing? You have Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel. I get it. It's wet out there, but it just,
No, you just reminded me, bro, about Scott Turner. We just talked about that in DMs. Scott Turner, that end of game play calling was so putrid. So putrid. Like, after that first run, that I think went for like -2 yards from Gibson. They went back with Robinson. It was 2nd and 12 or something like that. Back with Robinson, okay, I kind of understand it, kind of. And then it ended up being like 3rd and 11. And what was that the play they ran? Curtis Samuel, who actually bobbled the ball. I know the broadcasters mentioned that. That was
he was
kind of
like,
scary.
yeah, it was very scary.
And you run a end around or whatever you want to call that kind of play. Like he went from one end of the field to the other. Yeah, it's an end around, sort of an end around.
Yeah.
It's terrible play calling. I mean, like you at those moments. Also, the thing that like really bugged me the most was like because the Falcons had all 3 of their timeouts. At that point, they had 1 or 2 of their timeouts. You're gonna only run down maybe like 3 or 4 seconds max until the Falcons call a timeout. Why not actually go for the first down? Like throw the ball at that point, right?
Yeah.
Like let's say worst case you get an incompletion. What, you give them 2 or 3 seconds left? 2 or 3 seconds more than what they would have had if you ran the ball? I think the cost benefit analysis right there, the benefit of getting a first down would have definitely exceeded the cost of having them have 2 or 3 seconds more. But yeah, all right. Frost, don't even put your mind on it. The whole Chase Young return. He comes when he comes, he doesn't when he doesn't. It's really up to him and the team, but don't put too much stock into anything.
We talked about Taylor. Do you think we should bring back Carson? A lot of fans
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Beginning of the season, bro. Bro, you're asking me of all people should be back.
I know, because you don't love Taylor, you don't love Carson. Well, you don't love any of them.
I definitely, in terms of if you're including everything, right? The price tag of Carson, as well as the trade compensation that we have to give up, the draft compensation, and the player. Yeah, I definitely don't like Carson. The person Carson was super nice to us, and I'm rooting for him as a person. I'm just saying in terms of his playing, no. I'd rather stick with Heineke, but even then, I'd rather get an upgrade. But it's hard to get an upgrade in today's NFL.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, but that's a
stop. Just stop. The same Kirk Cousins that put up 3 points against
prime time though on Thursday night.
Prime time. Yeah. Okay. Against
Noon
the Patriots?
Noon night. Who
are they playing out there? Bailey Zapp, Mac Jones. Washed Mac Jones at this point. Like, come on, bro.
Also, something with Taylor that pisses me off when he shuffle pass. It hurts my heart. I don't know if you know. Did you see it? I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah. But in terms of it's just stressful or
no? Because the first time it was almost a fumble because it barely was a forward pass, and the second time it's but because it reminds me shades of what Carson Wentz does. But other than that, I still love the dude. We're winning. I mean, can't really complain. I don't
think we're winning. Because
of him, but in spite of him, we are winning.
But then again, if you look around the NFL, bro, the quarterbacks that we know that are really good, or a pass, right? Maybe not this season. But Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, only two of them, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, are literally okay. I guess the Bucks now. I don't know if the Bucks just won.
They lost.
Oh, they lost?
Round 1, yeah.
What happened at the end?
In overtime, Nick Chubb, I think, just punched it in.
Didn't the Bucks have the ball? They were driving?
No, I think they lost.
Wow.
Yeah.
5-6 Tampa Bay Bucks. They're still first place in the
I gotta ask you this with Taylor. Do you think he's the second or best quarterback since Kirk, or do you put Alex over him?
Which Alex? The pre-injury or after? After is Kirk. Heineke is better, but
dude, I think overall, I think Heineke was way better than Alex.
I'm not gonna lie. Let me say this: I think Heineke, even for pre-Alex, definitely opens up the playbook more and actually throws the ball more down the field. Alex Smith was Mr. Check Down to the maximum when he played with us, bro. The 2018 season, everybody talks about how we're 6-3 with him and all that, bro. We were winning despite him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows of Alex, in terms of his Kansas City 49ers days, as being a check down guy that's very conservative, right? But never turns over the ball. This man's had four touchdowns, 6 picks at one point.
Yep.
In 2018, he was turning over the ball plus being a check down guy. That's a terrible recipe. Yeah. And we were winning because. Shout out to my guy Adrian Peterson, okay? And I don't think this fan base gives him enough credit for what he did in DC. This man was carrying the team on his back at age 33, 34, and was leading us to 1,000-yard seasons on the ground. Without, at that point, we didn't have Terry. Without a receiver, right? We had Josh Stockton, who we kept
Maurice Harris.
to be so Maurice Harris.
Cribs. Bibbs. That dude.
Oh my Capri Bibbs, bro. Oh man. At this point we know more for the rumors of what happened off the field between him and it relates back to Jake Gruden and stuff. But Adrian Peterson was definitely leading us the way, and the defense. The defense was spectacular too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I'm sorry, but all this Alex Smith love, like, I don't know. Heineke, in my opinion, and he also gives you the energy. Although you could say Alex Smith gives you like the veteran leadership, which I think is important too. I think it is. I think it is important. We saw that in 2020.
As much as the comeback story was awesome, I just think Heineke overall.
I mean, it's not saying much though. Those aren't.
I know it's not saying much, but what we have in Washington, like we're dealt. That's our cards.
And I was about to say though, those both aren't winning quarterbacks. I know people in the comments are gonna be like, "What are you talking about? Taylor Heineke 6-1 the last 7 games. Like he is a winning quarterback." You guys know what I mean. You're not gonna win because of these guys, right? I'm sorry. Maybe a few games. Like I always remember the Carolina Panthers game from last year. I remember I think that's Taylor Heineke's best, in my opinion, his best game in DC. Yeah, 206 yards passing, but 3 touchdowns. I think he had very few incompletions, if any. It was very that was a game where I was like, okay, Taylor Heineke's throwing it into tight windows. Like that was probably his best game in DC, in my opinion, the last couple of years. But no, other than those kind of games, you're not gonna win. Like you're gonna win because hopefully they're playing safe with the ball and they make some of the right throws. Especially Heineke this season, I've been very impressed with at the end of the games. Mm-hmm. Typically, right, if it's not an interception, he's making the right throws at the end of the games and getting Terry the ball and getting other people the ball. Speaking of Terry, did not have a good game today.
AJ Terrell did a good job on him today.
Yep, AJ Terrell is one of the best cornerbacks in football too. I mean, people don't like talking about it because he's all Falcons 5-7, yada yada yada. Falcons weren't good last year either, but AJ Terrell, speaking of PFF, he was up there with Kendall Fuller last year in terms of PFF rating. So yeah, I'm excited, man. We're gonna end it here. We can talk about the Giants a little bit. The Giants are 7-4, I believe, right?
7-4, yeah.
Yep, same number of wins. But like you said, we're going up. Giants are going down. But who knows? It's a divisional game. Anything could happen. One team could get blown out. Either team can get blown out. Either team could, win in a tight game or lose in a tight game. It's a divisional game. You don't really know what to expect. But what are your thoughts on that one? Really
it's quick. The same thing. Like the game plan for Atlanta Giants. They don't have a passing attack. I mean, Richie James, Kenny Golladay. What? Saquon's their literally only threat on offense. Daniel Jones has wheels. We've seen it in the past. But if we do a better job, unlike today, where we contain the run and the passing attack, Jahan, again, we got to get him more involved. Looks like he was more involved in this offense with Carson under center. De'Ami Brown had a sighting today.
Bro, he has not been super involved or super productive since the injury. Bro.
I mean, we kind of just use him as a decoy instead of actually using him as a threat. But again, he's coming back from injury, so maybe give him a week or two. But going back to the Giants,
it has been a week or two.
Oh, really? I'll give him 2 weeks or 2.
It's been 2 weeks.
3 weeks or 2. 3 weeks or 4. Adoree Jackson.
At that point, we're going to have it be 2 seasons or 2, and then he won't be,
I know. I still, honestly, I still wonder if it was a good idea of taking a wide receiver, but that's besides the points, whatever. Adoree Jackson, Xavier McKinney, he's the hand injury during the bye week. It was just so many things and injuries for this team. If we attack them, passing attack, again, smash mouth football, go after J.J. Jones, contain the run, win the turnover battle. Should be 8-5.
We shall see. It's gonna be a tight one, in my opinion. I can see the Giants winning. I can see us winning. I know everybody likes to say the Giants are going down, we're going up, but again, it's a divisional game. Anything can happen. We saw that against the Eagles, and it's gonna be another fun one. 1 p.m. We're heading to final season though, so I know it's gonna be a busy time, even more busy for Abdul and I.
World Cup too, baby. USA.
World Cup, exactly. USA, yes sir, USA. USA. Although two ties now.
Yeah, but right? that game against England was really impressive.
I know.
think they were gonna tie.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. A lot of the English fans were like, "We're not gonna lose to a team that calls us KSI. We're not gonna lose to a team that calls the sport soccer and all that." And yet you still tied to us.
England is literally like the Cowboys. So much talent on the field, but coaching wise, like Southgate, whatever that guy's name is, pretty sure what he's doing.
Yeah. Portugal, I heard also also won. Argentina bounced back after that Saudi Arabia loss.
Mexico sucks, bro.
Mexico.
Ochoa's really the only good player. He's a goalie.
I know. But yeah, with that being said, guys, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great week, and go ahead, Abdul.
So I kind of mentioned the preview video, but today was my birthday. I know it sucks because I had November 27th. Sean Taylor did die on my birthday, and I was only, I think, 9 or 10 years old. But it's all I wanted. A Commanders dub, left hand up, 7.
Hold on. We're all gonna say. Okay, 1, 3, 2,
the people that are in the street.
1. Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Abdullah. The guy that's carrying us all on our back.
I wouldn't say that.
On his back right now in content creation. Happy birthday to you, Abdullah. Happy birthday. What a way for this team to cap off your birthday today. You still have a couple more hours left. Hope you enjoy it tonight. And appreciate you, bro, for joining me as always. And yeah, bro, I appreciate you. I really do.
Of course.
It's 20, right?
Yeah, 20. It's crazy.
Big 2-0. Yeah. 2 decades.
Oh, and the Ravens might lose too. It's about to be a great birthday, baby.
Yep. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to Abdullah making content on his birthday. Still doing the great work. And yeah, hope you guys make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the DMVSportsZone channel where I like to post fire content like this as much as possible. Also go follow our Instagram page, all lowercase DMVSportsZone, and our TikTok page at DMVSportsZone. I don't know if I mentioned the Twitter at DMVSportsZone as well. And W, left hand up.
Who are we? The Commanders.
Commanders. What a win. We are about, if I can click on this,